Welcome back to a new episode of Mastering Programming. My name is David. I build websites and maintain them for a living. And at the moment, I'm maintaining over 168 websites. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 things that most of my customers have no idea about or do not know that I think are very important and I think will help you a lot using Wix. Now, if you're ever in need for someone to work on your website, whether it's with SEOs or redesigning your website or adding some custom features using code, make sure you do reach out by visiting my website at tapaway.com.au or emailing me in that email included on my website. You can also submit a form and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Now let's get started. The first thing that I wanted to go over, which I think it's completely important, is site history and revisions. Now I get a lot of customers sometimes. They call me or they hire me specifically because they stuffed up something or because someone that was working on their website damaged how their website looks and they want me to work on it and fix it for them or at least restore it to the original view. Well, you actually don't need to hire anyone to do this because you can completely do this yourself. So I'm on a website here that I use for development and for making YouTube videos. And if you go to developer tools, if you go to your search for tools and simply type in site history, you can go ahead and click on this. And what it will do is it will take you to a page where it has every single time you have published or saved your website, it will be appearing here. So you can see that I've got from 543 to 536, 535, all on the same day. So it doesn't matter if you did this once or 20 times, it will save each single revision inside of here. And what you can do actually is you can go ahead and click on this, for example, and Wix will load up how your website looked like at that moment. And you can even click on other pages and see if it's what you want or not. The reason this is good is because you can actually visually see when and what was the change that happened. And that way, if I, for example, am currently here and I want to go to this version, I can simply click restore and it will take my website back to that area. Now you can also see who actually published that change. So if you hired someone else and they stuffed it up, you can see it and it will say their name. And you can also favorite it. So let's say you're happy how this website looks, or let's say you're hiring someone, then maybe before they start working on the website, go over here, start this or edit the name to maybe call it something like stable. And that way you can easily go back to the version that you're happy with before the person or before you made any changes or any edits to the website. So this was the first tip, site history and revisions. I think it's completely important. I don't know why Wix doesn't advertise this feature that much, but again, most people do not know about it, or at least from the people that I interact with. So here you know about it. The second thing that I wanted to show you is the members area and the private content area. So Wix has a really good way of allowing you to filter which pages show up for who. And I really want to show you how you can do this. So sometimes I'm still working on a page, or sometimes I want to publish a page, but I only want it to be available for specific people. So let's say, for example, this page on my website that says new page. This one, let's say I only want specific people who are members to view it. Well, there's 2 things that you can do. A, you can go over here, click on the 3 dots, click on settings. If you go to permissions, there's 2 options that you have. You can either click on password holders, and in that sense, if I just click 0000, that becomes my password. And if I publish this website and visit it, and let me just zoom in, I'm not sure why it was like that, but if I go to new page, maybe it's that one. Let's do a hard, oh, there we go. Okay, so if I click on new page over here, which is the one that I set the password to, you'll realize that this page now shows up and it will not be available unless I put the password, which was just 4 zeros. And now if I click go, it will show me that page. So this is a really good way of not just limiting a page to a particular group of people, but also limiting it with a password. Your second option for this is if you don't want to use a password, you can also keep it as a site member. And the good thing about being a site member is that you can either specify it so that any member can, once they log in, they can view the page, but you can also set it up that specific members only. And that means you can set it up members with roles or member with a plan subscription. So let's say a particular user subscribe to a particular plan, you can do that. And if I click here, you can even select which plan specifically you want this to work with or create a new one directly from here. Obviously, straight away, all site collaborators are able to view it. I think this is a really great feature. So again, to summarize, you can lock pages behind the password, you can lock it behind site members or even specific plans. So that was the second thing, member area and private content. The third feature, which again, I think it's very important, but a lot of people forget about it. It's actually, I made a video about it also somewhere showing up now, but this is a really good feature because it allows you to create or embed custom codes and embed HTML and CSS directly on your website. So let's say, for example, to do this, all you need to do is click on this plus icon. You can then go to, I can't find, oh, there we go, embed code. And any of these actually do the same thing, but let's say we want to embed a HTML. Or let's start by maybe a website. Well, the reason it's important because I can put, for example, website address, and let's say let's embed my website actually. We can copy the website address, go back over here and click apply. And what this does is that it actually allows you to embed a full website inside or on your page. And if I publish this, and go to the website. I forgot that we set it up for members, so let me just log in quickly. You will see that the website is now embedded on this page. And not just that, but you can fully interact with it. Like you can submit forms, you can do a lot. This is a very important feature if you want to maybe direct users towards a particular shop or a particular web page or even a video. Now, there is a lot that you can do with this. So aside from just embedding like useless websites, you can actually include code as well. You can add an iframe. So we can go here, for example, and we can do iframe calculator. And let's see if someone has a free one that we can use. So yeah, there we go. So let's copy this one and we can go back to our website, include it here and click update. And you will see that we now have a calculator embedded on our website. And the bad thing is that if I preview this and go, that's not the website that I wanted to go to. Yeah, there we go. And yep, there we go. It is a fully functional calculator because this is someone that created their feature as an iframe and we can embed it directly on the website, which is really cool. This can be useful if you want to embed like Amazon advertisements or anything else actually, or if someone created something cool that you want to display on your website, you can do that too. So that would be the third thing. I really like it. I think it's cool. And I just wanted to share it because a lot of people might not actually know about it. Now I'm going to delete this one. And the fourth thing now, I would say maybe this one's a little bit known or much more known than the rest. But if we just go ahead and click over here, you can actually customize and edit your website so that it looks more mobile friendly. So you can go over here and you can move things all the way. I can even, let's say, for example, remove this button and this will only reflect on the mobile side. So if I go back to desktop, you'll see that everything looks exactly the same and that the button still exists. But if I go to mobile, you'll see that the button was removed. And we can click on the hidden element over here and click show it. Now be careful because if you delete something from desktop, it will reflect on mobile. But when you do changes on mobile, they will not necessarily reflect on desktop. You're also able to change the background specifically for the phone. You're able to do some other changes like adding a quick bar, create a welcome screen specific for the phone, browse theme color. You can also add some elements. Now, the library for the elements for the phone is not as much as the desktop, but you can still add all sorts of cool things, even the embedding as well, social media, some decorative things, button, images, text, which is all you'd really want to add on a mobile phone. Now, the fifth thing, and is the part that I think most people do not know about it, is actually how much of CRM tools are available on Wix. So if you go over here and I'm just going to refresh it. So if you go back to your dashboard, there's a lot of features that you can use. Now, starting off with, and maybe actually let's go to my actual website that I use because I already have a lot of sessions on it and things like that. So I can show you what you can do. But the first thing is marketing, invoicing, and calendars, and overall just CRM tools. So the first thing is that you can actually go to book a calendar and go to calendar. And if you're someone who has services offered or courses, it will automatically show on your website and you'll be able to view who booked you and who didn't. So you don't need a third-party booking system because it comes automatically with Wix. And not just that, but you can even sync it with your iCalendar or your Outlook calendar and it will also show updates. So anyone who automatically signs up through any service on your website, it will show there and on your phone. But you can also, and let's go ahead. You can also create invoicing or invoices through your website. And to do this, all you need to do is click on getting paid, click on invoices, and you will find a very nice invoicing system. So first of all, it tells you how much is outstanding, how much is overdue, what is the total amount paid. It tells you if the person that you send this invoice to opened your invoice or not. And then over here, you can click invoice and you can click an invoice and order, recurring invoice, so it gets sent automatically every now and then, or just a regular invoice. And it works really well. I've sent 312, so they work perfectly. I can guarantee you. The final thing that I want to show you is that you can actually send emails and whole marketing emails very well. Now, if I click on marketing and go to email marketing, there is hundreds of email templates that I can use. And the best thing is that it sends it to every single person that ever been on your website and submitted their email. You can even use AI to create an email and send it to people. You can send emails with discounts like the one that I've done before. You get to see how many people opened it, how many people closed it, and you get to see so many tracking tools that it will make it really beneficial for you to even just send one, even if no one ends up being transformed into a lead. But it's really useful regardless. Anyways, this was my list for 5 things that I think most people using Wix do not know about. If you already knew about it, that's great. If there's a tip that you know about it and I just didn't mention it, let us know in the comments. And let me know if there's something else that you discovered that you think might be useful for anyone else using Wix in the future. Thanks so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next episode.